Dolly Parton passed away. Yesterday, Tim Curry died. And today, the voice of Optimus Prime died. These are like older celebrities. So BuzzFeed put together a list of older celebrities who must be protected at all costs.
I've got a guess.
Okay, who?
Harrison Ford.
No, what a good one, though.
How is he not on that list?
How
He's
old is he?
older. He's got to be in his 70s or 80s,
I think he's 80.
You know what? The young. Well, let me go over some of these because I don't think there's anyone that young on
He's
this
84.
list. Yeah, there's no one that young on this list.
Okay, but that's kind of old, right?
Maybe not.
And if they're not protecting him, why are we even talking?
Okay, I'll tell you what. William Daniels and his wife, Bonnie Bartlett. Nick, you know who they are?
Yep.
You know who they are?
Mr. Feeney and his wife, who played his wife in the show.
He's 99, she's 97. Sophia Loren will be 92 next month. Tippi Hedren, you guys know who she is?
No.
She is the grandmother to Dakota Fanning.
She in Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock movie.
She's 96. Mel Brooks, Spaceballs, is 100. Michael Caine is 93.
He's 100?
Yes.
And they're doing a new Spaceballs movie with him in it.
I know.
He's 100?
George Takei, he's 89. He lives here, George Takei. Marla Gibbs. You know Marla Gibbs?
No, I don't know George Takei either.
Marla
Room
Gibbs.
22.
Marla Gibbs was the cleaning lady on The Jeffersons.
Oh, yeah.
And she had George Takei is Zulu on Star Trek. Sir David Attenborough, he's 100. You know who he is?
He's the voice on all those biographies where they do all the, Planet Earth. He's that
the
guy
that goes, and now the hummingbird flies into the leaf to pollinate the vulva.
Okay.
Lily Tomlin, she's 87. Shirley MacLaine's 92. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, is 95.
He is?
Rita Moreno's 94. Dick Van Dyke is 100. He'll be 101 in December. Morgan Freeman is 89. Judi Dench is 92. Ian McKellen is 87. Carol Burnett is 93. Julie Andrews will be 91 in October, and Jane Fonda will be 89 in December.
Well,
so when you say Harrison Ford, he's a youngster on this
right.
list.
I stand corrected.
He's 84, Harrison Ford.
That's what Kyle said when we first started. Nick, you got a lot going on over there, Nick. I get it.
You think it's easy?
Kyle goes, he's 84. And I go, that's kind of young on this list. And then you're fitting right into that rich role.
Do you want me to launch the next song?
Not yet. Kyle,
launch it in the middle.
What are three things we need to know, Kyle?
All right. This is one of those stories that makes you realize just how much damage hackers could potentially do, because the United States says a Chinese hacking operation has been trying to break into American computer systems for years. And we're not talking about like random websites. They targeted places like NASA, the Justice Department, the Federal Reserve, the U.S. Senate, and actually managed to steal information from defense contractors, banks, and universities. Maybe the creepiest part is they were also going after hospitals, power companies, and phone systems. Basically stuff we all rely on every single day. They did also say they're working on it. So sleep well tonight. They're working on it. All right. Imagine you are getting ready for work. You're hiking through the mountains, or you're just on a beautiful trip with your family. Suddenly, this massive wall of water, mud, rocks, and ice comes tearing through with basically no time to get out. You've probably seen the images online of the flash flood that happened in Nepal and Tibet. It's right on the border there. Entire villages have been wiped away along that border, and more than 350 people are confirmed dead. More than 1,000 are still missing, including dozens of Americans. Families are desperately trying to figure out whether their loved ones survived, what's going on. Rescue crews are flying in helicopters into areas where they can barely reach. One survivor said he tried to grab his wife's hand as the mud came into their home, but she was swept away and is still missing. And that's probably just one of many of those stories. So thoughts and prayers. And I know they're going to have, things to donate to help Nepal and Tibet. But that was horrific seeing the images of that. The Lindsay Clancy trial has become a viral sensation. It's basically at the finish line today. Closing arguments are going to be wrapping up the case, heading to the jury to decide whether or not she was legally responsible for killing her 3 children or was suffering from postpartum psychosis. Meanwhile, one of the reporters covering the trial has actually become a story herself. Her name is Brittany Romano. She's actually said she grew up with Clancy. If you've been paying attention to this case at all, she was a reporter in the green outfit that as the cameras scanned the people who were attending the trial, she kind of was smiling, kind of winked into the camera, and everyone was like, are you kidding me? This is kind of ridiculous. She says It wasn't a wink. She was anxious. She wasn't like trying to be whatever. She was just anxious, and she had a little piece of mascara in her eye. That's why it looked like a wink. I don't buy it.
I don't buy it
Nobody
either.
else bought it. And she worked for Vanity Fair, and Vanity Fair didn't buy it either. They fired her, and they scrapped the story that she was there to write. Which is like, I mean,
That's probably the right thing to do.
Probably the appropriate thing to do in that case if you had an employee go there and that became a viral moment from an already viral case. But like I said, the case is at the finish line today, and the internets are going to have a heyday with whatever the jury decides. And that's 3 things you need to know.